welcome to this week's video. This week I am doing one-word suggestions. So if you haven't seen those past videos, make sure to check them out. But basically what one-word suggestions is, I went on Instagram and posted one of those little submit features and had people submit one word at a time, anything they wanted, any word they could think of. And I'm going to go through them and tell you what pops in my head as soon as I read that word. I haven't looked at them, so I'm curious to see what everyone submitted. So let's get right into it. The first word is meme. The last meme I saved was this bad boy. When I think of memes, I just think of like Twitter or like reaction posts. Coloring, oh my god, I think of my coloring books. Sometimes when I'm bored I'll color, but it's rarer nowadays because I just don't do it as much. But I do have, let me show you, a Bob's Burger coloring book. I love Bob's Burgers. So I'm trying to color all the pages, but I've only done like the first couple. So like, here's the front page. Here's like the burger mosaics. And then I've been doing, I wanted to do one with marker, so I've been doing this one. Can you see it? Like that. But not too far into it. But I love Bob's, and coloring can be so fun, you know? Like, I know it is really therapeutic. It just depends. The next word is rhythmic. I think of music for sure, right off the bat. I would say if you haven't listened to Ali and AJ's new music, listen to that because it is really good. Man zombie. I think of our group chat me and my friends have. It's titled Zombie Wing Slaughterhouse, but before we came up with that, we changed the title like 20 times in a row. And one of those titles was Man Zombie. They were making fun of. I think we watched a horror movie, me, Olivia, Matilda, that had zombies in it, like right before we were like, we should change the group chat name. This was like years and years ago. Yeah, so now I definitely think of that. The next word is hole. Isabel, keep it PG. I'm thinking of the book Holes and the movie with Shia LaBeouf. Moist. I hate you for submitting this. That's just a gross word. Although I'm not as grossed out about it as most people are. Like, I think there's definitely worse words that like make me cringe harder. But I mean, it's still not a great word. Like, it just makes me think of like almost like humidity, like stickiness to hot, like gross weather. Periwinkle. Matthew, what is this? I think of, I guess, colors. I don't even know. Nothing pops in my head when, no thoughts, head empty when you say that. The next word is shake. I definitely think of cookies and cream right off the bat. That's my go-to flavor. I love Oreo, cookies and cream, shakes, ice cream, anything like that. So, I've been craving a shake. I definitely need one soon because it's been a while. Camel, I definitely think of sand, honestly. SpongeBob, Patrick. I mean, I think of inside jokes from the show obviously too, but definitely right off the bat, Patrick. Booger, Alex, you're so annoying, not to expose you as the one that submitted this. But I definitely think of one time in high school, I was partners with this one girl, and we were in the library and had to print stuff, and it was my like document I was working on that I was gonna go to print. So I had her review it, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go print this. And she was like, I can pay for it. And I was like, what? No, like, it's mine. I'll pay for it. It's not a big deal. And then she was like, no, like, I'll pay for it. And I was like, no, I got it. Like, we were both trying to pay for it. It was like a nickel or something. I was like, I got it. And she was like, oh, you booger. And that was, yeah. Not many things come to my head with that word in general, so that one always sticks out, because it was like, of all the words to say to someone, that is just such a random one. Vaccine, get it. I think of happiness. I think of freedom. I think of good times, good vibes coming our way. Ugh. Pfizer queens, you know, just get your vaccine. Paper. Honestly, the first thing that pops in my head when I think of paper was rock, paper, scissors. I don't know why, but that's what happened. Globe. I think of my Aunt Connie's house because she used to have a globe in it, and me and my brother and our cousins would always go in, and I don't know if you guys have ever done this. It's like a game that you can do with a globe where like you spin the globe and then you put your finger lightly on it and you can like go like this, trace it, and then slowly you stop the globe, and wherever your finger lands is like where you live, kind of thing. So that was always fun. I always think of that moment. Cheese. I don't like cheese. Cheese is overrated. I don't know what it is with people and cheese, but the only time I eat cheese is like on pizza or sometimes sandwiches, but it has to be just one slice. Besides that, I don't really eat cheese on anything. I think it's the texture and the taste, it's too strong. Race car, I think of this place nearby that does go-karting. I know that's not the exact same thing, but that's what pops in my head at first. Where you can go with your friends, and it's like they have a little arcade and then they have a racetrack, indoor racing. It's so fun. Umbrella. I think about this one time when I was on campus at college. It was an awful day, really bad. And I had to walk, the parking lot's pretty far from where my class was, so I had to walk in the rain, but I had a presentation, so I was like, oh, I have to use an umbrella. And then when I was walking with the umbrella, it was windy and it popped inside out and I had to like drag it with me. It was literally straight out of a movie. It was the most ridiculous thing ever. NASA, I think of Ariana Grande's song, because that's a bop. Bunt, I think of that bunt cake place near me that sells bunt cakes. It's very yummy. And bunt cakes are actually really freaking good if you've never tried one. I strongly suggest it. Alex swims. I think of public speaking. Is that bad? I genuinely think of our class. The first time I met Alex was in our public speaking class, and that's how we became friends. One day she sat next to me. She usually sat behind me, but there was no room. You showed up late, so you had to sit next to me. And yeah, we became friends, and so that's what I always think, because that class was awful, but we got through it together. Snake? Well, Alex, I definitely think of your snakes, because you have like 8, and they're all crazy cool, and Allie is crazy scared of them. Ew, I think of that Vine. Literally, ew, I can't. Ew. Literally, ew, I can't. Ew. Me and Allie always sing that still, because it's just such a catchy Vine. Gatorade. I think about hydrating after the vaccine, because I heard a lot about how you should hydrate before and after. So I drank a lot of water and some Gatorade to get those electrolytes. Alex Swims submitted this, and I think she wants us to fight. When I think of her, I think of us laughing together. Fireworks, I think of the 4th of July. I think about how there's events nearby where parks will have firework displays, and like everyone in the community will just come out and put like blankets on the grass and have picnics and watch the fireworks. Always feels like home. I love that. I'm not a big, like, I don't even really like fireworks, you know, they're not great for the environment and they're kind of freaky, but, like, to be able to do a setting like that is more fun for sure. Goggles. Natalie, you submitted this one, and I always think of our games that we used to play in the pool, like boat and all that. Oh my god. Mermaids, anything like that. We always had goggles so we could see underwater. Good times. Really good times. And last but not least, squad. I don't even know what you want me to say that. If we're going off of like first instincts, what did I think of as soon as I read that word? It was definitely when I was filming that video with Allie and Alex about movie opinions, and Alex wanted me to title it Squad randomly. Like, I think of that because first off, why is that the word you chose? Second off, that's so random. Third off, why would I title a video Squad? And just that. Nothing else, no information. But if we're talking more in a literal sense, yeah, I think of like my friends and like I guess my squad. I don't use that word though. Alright, that is it for this week's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you everyone who submitted their responses. I really liked going through them and looking at everything and trying to come up with what I associate those words with. Make sure to check out my Instagram to see the next time I post a submit option for one-word suggestions. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below. Hit the bell next to subscribe to get post notifications for when I post. But if you didn't know, I post every single Wednesday, so I will see you next week with another new video. Goodbye. Allie. When I think of Allie, I think of laughter. That sounds so mean. Why did that sound so mean? I just mean like when I think of her, I think of us laughing together. Not like that sounded so bad, but I hope you get what I mean.